The Straw Hats have just suffered a crushing blow. One Piece, chapter 1146 is titled, A Stir in the Silence. The cover story shows Ulti pleading with Yamato to let her and her brother, Page 1, serve under him. After Yamato saved their lives, the siblings, both formidable devil fruit users and once top fighters in Kaido's crew, want to join forces with their former enemy. It's a surprising turn, but their strength makes them valuable allies. Without warning, Gunkko materializes before the Straw Hat crew. Usopp immediately loses it, panicking and demanding to know who just boarded them. Jinbe and Nami exchange a quick look, realizing they're likely facing one of the unknown attackers. Colin stays tense, ready for anything. The crew jumps to conclusions. This must be one of the same intruders who overwhelmed the castle's defenses. Nami steps forward and accuses her directly of orchestrating the kidnappings. Gunkko quickly dispels their assumptions. She states she's not even human. In fact, she and her allies identify as gods. Usopp's anxiety skyrockets. Her divine tone reminds him of Enel, or maybe even someone from the Celestial Dragons. And just like that, Enel's name gets dropped again. Could this be a subtle nod toward his eventual return? Nami's rage boils over. Why would someone claiming divinity come after Elbaf's children? Colin, visibly shaken but resolute, speaks up for the kidnapped kids he calls his friends, pressing Gunkko for answers. But Gunkko shuts him down cold. Even for beings like them, she says, pulling off this mission without complications isn't easy, especially when the targets are giants. Elsewhere, the storm cloud menace crumbles. Franky comes out on top, earning cheers from Ripley, Lilith, and Bonnie. Gunkko unveils the grim truth. The only way to move the kidnapped children to the Holy Land is to make them walk to the extraction point. That's when it hits Nami. This isn't just anyone. They're up against a celestial dragon. As the crew starts to piece things together, Brooke's mood shifts. He speculates that this might be more than a celestial dragon. It could be one of the elusive god's knights. Gunkko confirms his suspicion, and without warning, she aims an arrow straight at Usopp. Usopp is frozen in fear. Nami commands Zeus to shield him and unleashes a brand new attack, Thunder Shark Tempo. But Gunkko's arrow alters the attack's course effortlessly. She declares the world was always doomed to disappear. Nami dodges, but the redirected blast crashes into Brooke, who ends up being her unintended shield. Gunkko elaborates. Some humans had glimpsed the truth and tried to warn the world, but the celestial dragons had always accepted the coming end. To them, every other life was just collateral. Usopp refuses to retreat. He launches a skull bomb grass, scoring a direct hit. Gunkko's entire upper body is obliterated. Only her legs remain. Nami calls it overkill, and Usopp, guilt-ridden, begs for forgiveness. The moment of relief doesn't last. Gunkko's body begins to regenerate. Brooke watches in horror. It's like witnessing a corpse reassemble itself. Gunkko warns, what has begun cannot be stopped. In a panic, Usopp and Nami scramble. Gunkko's arrows are confirmed to track targets. Nami tries to misdirect one, and Jinbe and Brooke join in to support her. Gunkko drops a bombshell. The countdown has already started. The first shots of a world-shaping war have been fired. She hints that the giants will be pivotal to how this conflict unfolds. We cut to Luffy and Loki, standing together. Jinbe sees the pattern. They're using children as leverage to manipulate Elbaf. To him, that crosses every line. But Gunkko shrugs. She's following orders, and to her, those kids mean nothing. Colin, warrior of Elbaf and son of Gibbon, draws his weapon, but Gunkko's arrow coils around his throat and lifts him off the ground. Jinbe and Brooke leap into action, only to be turned against each other by more arrows. Brooke takes another hit. Nami is struck next, and Gunkko sends her soaring with a powerful kick. Usopp fires again, but she's too quick. She lands a brutal knee strike, launching the crew from the ship. 4 straw hats, taken down by a single god's knight. Will people doubt their strength? Maybe. But remember, Blackbeard's crew didn't fare much better against Law or Garp. Usopp did take out Gunkko's upper half. That's something. Oddly enough, Gunkko didn't even recognize Brooke as her musical idol. That could matter later. We shift to a Denden Mushi call between St. Summers and St. Killingham. Iono's squad is under siege. Killingham drops Principal Ka and uses a bizarre sleep paralysis power. His devil fruit is wild. He tells Summers to prep a tele-addiction snail for a major broadcast. St. Summers confronts an old enemy, Saul, the Marine once believed dead at O'Hara. Saul's wounded, but hiding Robin and Chopper in his hair. He collapses. Robin watches in horror, but this time, she isn't the helpless girl from her past. Maybe it's her time to fight. And Chopper? Still waiting on him to shine. Summers mocks Elbaf's new identity as a land of learning. He blames King Harold for weakening them. We get confirmation. God's knights have interfered in Elbaf before. King Harold died 14 years ago. They have teleportation and regeneration. But do they live forever? Like the 5 elders? Back on the sidelines, Luffy's still out of the loop. Sanji will lose it when he hears what happened to Nami. But even he might not stand a chance against Gunkko. Once Luffy learns the truth, his fury will explode. Maybe Loki's secret correspondent will emerge. If it's Gibbon, Luffy and Zoro might recognize the voice. And hey, Hajrudin and his crew are right there. This chapter was wild. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep leveling up. Peace.